So these are what we're looking at today. These are the Edifier M60 Pros, and these come in the classic oak. So let's get into them and see what we are working with. So let's get these out. So first off, we do get the accessories. Get a ton of different cables here. We do have a USB to USB Type-C cable. We get their audio line in. We do get a normal 3.5mm aux cable as well. And then we do get the 2-pin power supply cable that comes with it as well. You do get some instructions in there. It just tells you basically how to use it. And then also, the matter of fact, you can use this and connect it to the Connect's Edifier app, just for all the additional features that it may offer, which is quite nice. The M60s. Now, originally when I saw these, I generally thought they were going to be bigger, but they're not. They're pretty small, which isn't a bad thing, all depending on how they sound, which we're going to go into a little bit later. But overall, they look really cool. Now, I've got base design of the speakers here, nice little Edifier logo, and the ones we went for were obviously in the oak color, which do match my desk really nicely, so that's the one thing I was hoping for. Now, on the main speaker, all flat design, you've got no external buttons or anything that you can see yet. But on the back here, we do have the main influx. We've got aux in, USB, speaker out, and then we do have our main power supply going in. And then on the other one, this is more of a slave speaker. We just get the same speaker in. And then they even tell you where they go. So that's on the left. And then that one's on the right, which is quite nice. So right, left, and that's how they'll go. Pretty cool. Now, the design they had in these were slim yet powerful, but yet again elegant. They did go for a more of a smaller design, so for what they have done previously in the past, but they have went for more of a compact version, which I do actually quite enjoy. But yet they may be small, but they do have a massive output. So they are boosting around about 66 watts of RMS total output power, which is really good for a robust sized compact speaker like these ones. These have been certified for both high-res audio and high-res audio wireless, so it ensures top-tier sound quality in any aspect ratio. Now, each of these speakers have been handcrafted in wooden cabinet houses with a 1-inch silk dome tweaker and a 3-inch long thrown aluminium wide long driver, which is pretty impressive for a speaker this small. Now, these speakers do weigh around 3.07 kilos, so they are extremely light, so having them on a desk or a standing desk isn't really going to be much of an issue. So we made all this mess, so let's get the speakers attached, get them hooked up and see what they look like, and especially see what they sound like. So let's go. So got the speakers all cooked up, got the right and left speaker going on. I've got them connected through Bluetooth to my MacBook, which is then being streamed to this monitor. So what we're going to do is, as always, YouTube library, because it's the only way I don't get copyrighted. We haven't made any adjustments through the Connect app. They are just pretty much plug and play, and that is done. And then you can see from the top, we've got our off button, and then we have our plus or minus, and then a little indicator in the middle depends, is indicating on what setting you're on. So mine's blue because of Bluetooth. But as you can see, when you do put your hand across it, they do illuminate, which I do like that feature. Now, let's get some music playing. Okay, let's do one more. We're going to do more of a hip-hop one just to see if I can get that little bit of bass going. Delilah seems to be the better ones to go through.
Edifier Connect app does allow you to obviously do updates, as you've just seen. We've got the Edifier M60s on our speakers. It allows us to change the input source, whether we're doing Bluetooth, USB, or aux. We can change the sound effects, so depending on what you're going to be using this for, music, monitor, game, or movie, or if you are that sort of audiophile and you want to manipulate it individually down to the different frequencies, you can do that as well. I'm going to keep mine on music, because that's predominantly what I'm going to use them for. And then we also have volume control, so if you don't want to mess around with the controls on top of the speaker, you can adjust them on the phone itself, which is quite nice. So it's good to have a little app on the side as well, just to allow you to tweak little items instead of having to download software. It allows you to do it directly from the app, which is quite nice.
So let's talk about the design a little bit. Like I said, we went for the classic oak. They do them in the white and black as well. I just thought it'd be a better aesthetic because of the type of desk I have as well. So I went for the classic oak, and it is a premium product. You can see the split line where they have wrapped it in the vinyl, but because it's on the bottom, it's not a massive issue. And they have given you 4 rubber feet on the bottom as well, just in case you are just going to have them on a bottom surface. These nice little 15-degree angled shelves allows us to pop that down and allows us to have the speaker actually facing towards me, not towards, like, say, my body. It's actually towards my face now, which is quite nice. Now, around the back of these speakers, we do have a simple but versatile, and you won't find any opticals here. You have your simple 3.5mm aux input. We have a USB-C port input as well, which does support 24-bit 96 kHz audio directly to your PC, and of course Bluetooth version 5.3. Now, as always, not all tech is perfect, so there is a couple things you need to know about these speakers before you go ahead and buy them. Now, these don't come with dedicated subwoofer output, so if that's something you're looking for, it's probably a no. These are pretty much you get what you get. And the other thing is the cable. The dedicated audio cable that comes with this is around 1.8 meters long. And for most people, like myself, it is perfectly fine. But the great thing about these from the time of recording, they do come in at £160 from Amazon at the time of recording. So for what you're getting for the amount of money for the aesthetic, you're getting the aluminium shields, you're getting the speakers with an absolute premium finish. So by all means, they do represent the price. If you're looking for a setup that's minimalistic, that looks good, that feels premium, and sound quality alone is impeccable, then I do recommend going to grab a pair of these for yourself. And they sound incredible. These are 100% my next daily drivers, especially for the new setup. So I'm really happy I managed to get a hold of these and managed to test them out. So if you've got a pair of these or you want to go grab a pair of these, please do drop a comment below, and please do check the descriptions in the comment section below. There'll be a link dedicated to these and the 2 other variants, which remember are full black, full white, and the oak finish, which I recommend. I recommend. But by all means, if you do have a set and you've got any issues or any snags, drop it down in the comment section below. I'm always more than happy to help. But by all means, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and catch you in a bit.